You guys know that I am a budget spreadsheet girl through and through, but I also like to find other methods of budgeting to help me either supplement a method I'm already using or find methods that might work best for your brain. Maybe a spreadsheet isn't it, maybe an app is it. So in this video, we are going to be covering my November spending by forecasting it out, planning my spending with the help of Simplify by Quicken, which is a budgeting app. And by the way, Simplify by Quicken is sponsoring this video, but I want to show you what it looks like on the inside, so stick around. Hey, what's up guys? It's Justine with Debt Free Millennials, the channel to help you crush your debt, live payment free. We can't do that unless we budget. So we're gonna hop into my budget. I'm gonna show you real numbers and how to use not only a way of categorizing your expenses, but how to do it so that it is intentional spending, gives you permission to spend. And we're going to do that inside of the Simplify budgeting app. I'm gonna show you what it looks like on your desktop, but you can also do this on your phone. I'm also referring back to my budget spreadsheet because I think, hello coffee. Again, I think the coffee needs a drink. So much better caffeinated when you're working on your budget. I'm going to be showing you how you can look at your budget differently inside of this app. Let's go. Okay, so I wanted to use Simplify specifically for my spending plan and not really looking at my investments or net worth or anything like that. So you're going to see inside of the app just my primary bank account and then all of my credit cards. And then I did have some savings that transferred over from my primary bank. So what I love about this is you can actually go into their menu here and click on spending plan. Okay, did I tell you about Simplify? I kind of just jumped into it, but let me tell you exactly what this app is all about. If you want a simple way to manage your budget and do it with the ease and use of technology, then you definitely have to check out Simplify by Quicken. Now, Simplify allows you to plan your spending, see your bank accounts, credit cards, debt, and investments in one dashboard. You can also see what bills have been paid and what paychecks are hitting your account, which is a really handy feature because I was able to see what paychecks my husband was getting for the rest of the month before it even hit my checking account. Simplify also lets you set up savings goals within the app and lets you include it in your spending plan so you know what to prioritize for the month. Now, the app costs $3.99 per month, but Simplify is letting the DFM community test ride it for free for the next 30 days when you sign up and download Simplify using the link below to get started. If you want a budgeting app instead of a spreadsheet, which is totally fine, you can do so with Simplify. Go ahead and sign up using that link in the description box below. And then I can see the income that I'm bringing in for the month of November, planned spending and what's already been spent, other spending that needs to be categorized, and then what's available to me. So I can click on income and I can see all of the different income that I've received over the past month. All right, then I can go over to planned spending, and this is where I can customize things. So what I've been doing is I'll refer back to my November budget and see that I actually do like to have little granular line items in my fun money. Call me very type A. But I like to have restaurants, fun money, shopping, clothing, all of that stuff. Where Simplify makes it a little bit different, it simplifies, it simplifies some of those fun money categories into one category. So I tried to make a different category for like shopping, for clothing, specifically for like Kyle's clothing. And you can see that it's already tracked with shopping. So then it becomes a subcategory of that shopping category. So what I ended up doing is I went back through my budget and saw that, okay, I have $100 towards my clothing, shopping was $300, fun money was $250, gifts were $200. So I added up all of those shopping expenses and then I just increased the actual expense, which actually this was kind of eye-opening because I have them all cut down in my regular budget spreadsheet. And Simplify, I could see it all together, and it was like $800, almost $1,000 in shopping, really. I was like, holy cow, that's a lot. So it's making me rethink how much I'm spending on just material things. I also put together a planned spending category for restaurants, and it's already recorded 2 transactions for the month of where I went out to eat. I also did gas and fuel and therapy because, as you know, I think mental health is super important. If you didn't know that, now you know. I think mental health is super important, so I like to budget for my therapy sessions with my therapist. Okay, let's take a look at other spending because I like how I can see my planned spending and then other spending that's kind of just floating around here because I have not planned for it yet. So I can see for November, I've already had some grocery expenses here. So what I want to do is I want to create a planned spend monthly expense for groceries. And right now, I usually plan for what, $500? $600, heyo, $600 for me, the baby, and the hubs. So let's go ahead and create that. And let's see, it's already categorized 4 transactions. So that should have picked up, yes, HelloFresh and Ralph's. And let's make sure other spending, it captured all of that. True, okay. So I also like to put things like Domino's, not under fast food, but I like to put it under restaurants. Create, done, okay. We're gonna put Madison Reed, which is my at-home hair coloring kit. I'm also gonna put that under shopping. Okay, so if I go back to planned spending, here's where I can see the groceries, gas and fuel, therapy, shopping, restaurants. This is actually a really clean interface. I have to tell you, this is the first time that I'm really using it. All right, let's get this other spending. What I'm doing here now is I'm taking all of the other spending and just making sure I have a plan for it. Regardless if you use an app or a budget spreadsheet or a hybrid of both, like what I'm doing here, all of your money has to be accounted for and it needs to have a place. And so this other spending doesn't have a place. And so right now I'm making a home for it inside of my budget so that I understand that there is a plan for these things, or maybe there's something miscellaneous that doesn't have a category. Let's keep jumping back into the budget here and get the rest of this organized. Okay, so 7-Eleven was probably miscellaneous food, or I think honestly it was probably Gatorade. So I'm gonna put that under groceries, create. And then it says anytime you have these new category rules, you can edit or delete them in settings. Got it, don't show again. All right, so Robinhood, Stash, whoops, and Acorns, this is all for investments. So let's see if I can edit and put them under investing. Well, it's gotta be financial of some sort. So let's do that, financial. And then we'll create a plan for that because we do actually put together some investing from our budget. So let's do a monthly expense, financial, and then let's do 200. I forget how much it was, but we'll say investing for this expense name. Heyo. Okay, let's look at this. All right, since it says it's 13 over, I'm gonna change this to 213. Update. Okay, back to other spending. Airfare, we purchased airfare to go back to Kansas. So we are going to edit that and put this under vacation, if there is such a thing. Travel, apply. And this, actually we do $100. Now this is a little different in Simplify because it's going to look like I went overboard on this expense, but I have a sinking fund in place for my vacations, so I'm curious if there is a way to actually go in there and put some, maybe under goals, that I can add that as a goal and then have that money pulled out from the goal. Next thing is I want to do a planned spend for baby. So this will be everything Quinn related, childcare, formula, food, any of those additional expenses. So I actually have very high expense. If I go back to my budget, we spend $3 grand on childcare plus any extras. So let's say this is like $3,200. All right. And USPS, I bought a whole bunch of stamps for Christmas, so that's gonna go under shopping. Sweet, done. Aside from the little vacation hiccup here for my planned spending, I can see what income is coming to me after bills and saving, what planned spending I have, and then the amount of money that's available for other things. So I think this can really help me maybe increase. I know I'm going back to the shopping budget because I told you that shopping was kind of eye-opening, but we are now in the holiday season, so I know I'm going to be spending more money on gifts, and so I can see us really putting more money towards Christmas and Thanksgiving expenses, such as travel, food, gift wrap and supplies, Christmas cards. Guys, Christmas cards are so expensive. I have no idea why they're so expensive. Plus gifts, shipping, all of that good stuff. I think I want to add more to my shopping category. So I'm going to take a look back here because I actually have another sinking fund for gifts where I put $200 per month into a gifts category. And so I have $650. I think this needs to be updated. I think I have close to $1,000 now towards gift spending. So what if I make that a goal? Create the goal, custom, Christmas, and let's say that I want to have a goal between Thanksgiving, Christmas, knowing I have like at least 12 to 15 people to shop for. Let's call it maybe $2,000, and I've saved $800. You're all set to achieve this goal. Actually, target goal date would be like now. So I've got $1,200 left to save. Include planned contribution and spending plan. Yes. Okay. So what if I said in my spending plan, cool. So because I had some money left over, I can just go ahead and transfer that into my goals for Christmas, and then it would say it's completed. Now I know that this is not always the case for everybody. You don't just have $1,200 left over in your budget. There are other things that you have to account for, but I think the idea here is that you can set up a goal very quickly inside of this app, and then you can contribute to it inside of these goal accounts because the money is available in your checking account or savings account, and it's done. I think that's a really cool way to track some of your savings goals as part of your spending plan. All right, so knowing that I've already had this planned spending ready to go, I can easily look through and see, okay, I have $400 left in my grocery shopping for the rest of the month. I have $227 left over in shopping for the rest of the month, $321. So that's pretty cool. Then you can also use your mobile app and take a look at your budget on the go as well. So I think that's all the planning that I had for November. Let me take a look at my regular budget spreadsheet to see what else I have available. I think this is it. All right, so that was my November spending plan ahead of me. I hope that I can stick with it, especially when it comes to the food and shopping. I think those are kind of the biggest things, especially for a holiday month when we're going to be spending more on Thanksgiving, which I'm so stoked for Thanksgiving, you guys. But I'm going to rein it in and keep that spending under control by checking out my spending plan throughout the rest of the month. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and let me know in the comments how you're doing with your spending for the month of November. I'll catch you in the next video.